Hello, dear students, and welcome. My name is Kristina Nesterova. I'm a lecturer at Toriba University, as well as one of the experts involved in Secure Your Project. So, today I'd like to talk about skills, especially soft skills, which are needed for security risk management. First of all, it is important to understand the essence of soft skills and their necessity nowadays. Soft skills are social abilities that enable us to interact effectively with each other. They are all about how we communicate, collaborate, and solve problems. And I have a question for you. Do you know what is the difference between soft and hard skills? Well, the main difference is that hard skills are specific technical knowledge and trainings. They include competences like how to use certain machinery, software, or other tools. Good examples of hard skills are graphic designer, project management, or computer software. While soft skills are known as people skills, which are learned and developed over time from dealing with difficult situations. Most frequently demanded or requested soft skills nowadays are interpersonal communication. It involves the information, ideas, and feelings being exchanged verbally or non-verbally between two or more people. The second most popular and in-demand soft skill is adaptability. This skill means that you are able to easily adjust to changing circumstances. For example, remember how it was with COVID-19 crisis. Everybody, businesses and people had to adjust and adapt fast. The next soft skill is organization. So it involves being organized, efficient, and able to prioritize tasks based on their importance and urgency. Then goes teamwork, the qualities and abilities that allow you to work well with others during projects, meetings, and other collaborations. Then the next soft skill, which is extremely important, especially nowadays, is critical thinking. It is a kind of thinking in which you question, analyze, evaluate, and make judgment about what you write, what you hear, what you read, and what you say. And the last soft skill, which is required today, is creativity. The ability to come up with unique and original solutions to problems. So, soft skills make it easier to build relationships with people, form trust, as well as lead teams. More information about soft skills you can find on our website of the DISCOM project. Well, moving on. Why am I talking about soft skills today in the topic of security risk management? The answer is simple. In the context of security and security risk management, where hard skills are important and should be trained constantly. Soft skills play also a major role as they help to react more effectively to unpredictable situations. And soft skills help to deliver information more successfully to those who are under risk, as well as simply lead teams and better communicate between members. Well, here is a list of key soft skills which are necessary specifically for security risk management. First one is, of course, communication. Verbal communication is critical when it comes to maintaining safety and security within an area or among the public. Poor verbal communication skills often result in higher level hard skills, which in fact should be always the last stage. The next soft skill, which is needed for security risk management, is critical thinking, what I mentioned before. It is important to have great judgment, be able to analyze, to question things when it comes to security. In critical, or also called analytical thinking, you mentally process or break down complex information into smaller parts or basic principles. Then you begin to think critically, to carefully evaluate the information and determine how to interpret it in order to make judgment. From this, you begin to solve the problem or find the most appropriate solution to it. In any circumstances, you analyze the situation and evaluate the pros and cons of it. The next skill is attention to detail. Security personnel are trained to notice different details that apply to their job. For instance, in public events or gatherings, security specialists are looking for those whose behavior is unusual or suspicious. And the details in such situation will be: the person is looking strange, nervous, or even sweating, frequently watching the security personnel or the authority. Also can be that instead of joining the crowd, joining others, that person goes over and over to the same location. So the security personnel in this case must have such a soft skill as noticing those little details. The next one is personal responsibility. It means taking full responsibility for a task, making sure it's finished completely and to the highest standard. A true security professional walks their patrol with responsibility for everything what may occur during their shift. The next skill is resilience, human resilience. Applying any skill is simple when everything is going as planned and the environment is under control. But when stress, poor conditions, challenging circumstances, delicate subjects are present, the ability to use the skills is significantly reduced. Training and experience in real-life scenarios help people develop the skills necessary to handle any scenario professionally. And so the last skill is collaboration. One security professional may frequently be working alone in a facility. However, when even one more person is involved, so which makes them two, the capacity to collaborate becomes crucial to the success of security. Ego conflicts, bullying, or disputes between management and the team members result in ineffective collaboration. Teamwork, coordinated well, produces a successful outcome. No matter how good any individual might be, they need to rely on other members of their team to be more effective, as well as learn how to properly deal with conflicts and disagreements in a healthy and constructive way. So, these are 6 key soft skills for security risk management. Soft skills separate the true professionals from the crowd. Soft skills can be defining characteristics for any security professional. A key component of developing soft skills is maintaining an open mind to new people, ideas, perspectives, while remaining a human. In the conclusion, I'd like to say that, and to remind you as well, that it's not the hard skills that make a person dependable, human, and sincere in this field. Thank you for listening.